Hey everyone. Excuse me. I just wanted to come on and tell you about something that happened to me today. It was just so beautiful. So, I had a really bad dream last night, and it was funny because I usually dream early in the morning, and I had a dream. I had a dream about being attacked by the enemy. Okay, and I woke up out of a dead sleep after about an hour, and so I started to pray and everything, and then I had a beautiful dream this morning. Okay, and it's just a beautiful dream. But so I was a little disturbed, and I got up and I you know uh did some Bible studies and stuff, and called my friend. I was going to go pick up my truck today and everything. And and just a real quick praise report. I was able to come up with some finances for my mortgage. I have one more to catch up with, and that I'm a victim of Harvey. So they had gave me some modifications to do for about 5 months until I was able to fix some stuff. And I needed signature from my ex-husband to do that, to do the modification. He wouldn't do it, so they wanted $1,800 like really fast, and I just didn't know what to do. And some things happened, and anyways, I was able to come up with that. I owe one more payment, and then I'll be caught up. And mind you, I am on disability, so it's hard for me to do a lot. I can work up to 20 hours a week, um, but the work has to be, not too much because I have to have surgery on my back and stuff. So, but anyways, I was able to go get my truck out of the shop today too, and it was $1,000 more than I was told. But that's okay. My friend was able to put it on her credit card, which I didn't want to happen. But I'm going to try to do this maid service to uh, try to start my maid service again. I did it for 12 years, and I did offices, so hopefully I'll be able to. Y'all pray for me, okay? That I'll be able to get some offices and do that. It's good because it's good money. It's just a few hours every other day, and it's not so hard on my back. So, anyways, today I was feeling a little bit sad and concerned about some things and feeling bad that I had to have my friend put it on her credit card and she had to borrow the money and stuff. And so, anyways, I started to. This is embarrassing. I'm going to share with y'all this because a lot of times, a lot of us are not. I want to talk about something that I was doing, but it was with a good friend, and maybe I was it was got too out of hand. But anyways, I was complaining, and I was in Walmart. She went to go do her grocery shopping for. She's an older lady, good friend of mine. And I was complaining, and I was telling the Lord, why is this happening? Why, and all this stuff. And I was concerned about, some other things. And just going. And I heard inside of me, stop complaining. And then the Lord told me a lot of this when it happened. You shouldn't have been talking too much. You talk too much. Guard your mouth. In other words, put a muzzle in it. And it was really nothing because it was the third party that was told something. She obviously has some, I think, probably some mental problems or something. Or it was a misunderstanding probably because I maybe not. I don't really know what's going on with her, but she got really angry, started threatening me, and blah blah blah. So and then he had to remind me of who he was. And I'm gonna tell you how he did that. So as I was coming out of Walmart and I was with my friend's groceries, and I was gonna put them in the truck, I was complaining, and then I heard inside of me, okay, I heard inside of me, stop complaining, and maybe you shouldn't have said anything. In other words, and so and that's something that I when I I came out of darkness about 2.5, maybe not even two, not about in June 2 years ago. So we're in June, July, August, so June. It's 2 years and 2 months now. In these last 2 years, 2 months, I did have a little hiccup here and there, but I was in total darkness, wicked, evil. And when I had cried out to the Lord for Him to deliver me, He did. And and I was just so grateful for him. And he started to really, really, as I started to study Doug Batchelor and mostly Larry Wilson, that is a beautiful teacher. Listen, if y'all want to get close to the Lord and stuff and really start really walking in righteousness, this man is so good teacher. But I started studying because I love the book of Revelations. I love prophecy. And as I started to study him, about 4 months into it, I had a vision, an open vision, and I was awake. And and it really freaked me out. And then I started having dreams. I had a couple of visions and dreams and 4 rapture dreams, and and also what's coming. I have a lot of those dreams too. But anyways, so when he took me out of that, I tried to stop doing a lot of things and stuff. But another thing that I did was I sort of stayed by myself. I stay by myself now, because when you're out there partying, doing all that stuff, you have friends, and they're really not really friends. And so I separated myself from a lot. And I was telling my friend something probably that I shouldn't have said. Well, I mean, it wasn't even bad, really. That's the thing. What I don't understand, we didn't really say anything bad. We didn't know we were saying anything wrong. And that lady just flipped on me. And so I was concerned about that. And as I was coming out, the Lord had said, well, maybe you ought to, in other words, put a muzzle in it. Be careful who you say things to, and even though it wasn't something, maybe it was not that you said things, but sometimes people don't receive it right. And there's jealous people out there. Well, I really don't, to be honest with you, to this day, see, God is not a God of confusion. So whatever happened, it was not of God. And, he was trying to trip me up, I guess, or I don't know what happened. So I was worried about that. And I was going to the car, and the Lord gave me a little spanking, and it felt really bad. And so I started to repent. And I said, Lord, I'm sorry. And I felt like crying. I did. I felt like crying. And I was feeling bad because my friend had let me borrow all that money, for the house. I had to come up with the last payment. And then I had to pay her the $2,800 for the truck. And so I was concerned about that, and I didn't like that I did it, put it on my friend's credit card and everything. But I was grateful that she was willing to help me and stuff like that. And so as I was walking to the truck, and I was and this may not mean something to y'all, but it's and I hope that it touches somebody. I was thinking the other day. Well, I'll tell you that in a minute. But it meant something to me, and I'm hoping that it will touch just at least one person. And I hope they don't forget to tell you what I'm going to tell you, because I forget a lot of stuff. But out of nowhere, this man, I was going to put the food in the truck, and this guy just pops out and he says, "Hey, how you doing?" He had this most beautiful smile. It was like, it captivated me, because I was like, just a smile, like boom, out there. He's like, "How you doing?" And blah, blah, blah. And he started talking to me, and I can't tell you everything he said, but basically what he's trying to say is, God loves you. He wants you to know he's with you, and God blesses you, and all this stuff. And I needed that. I needed that because I was on the verge of tears. And he just hugged me, and he said, God loves you, and he wants you to know he's with you. And you guys, I don't know where this man came from. And I told him, "Do I know you?" He said, "No, you don't know me." He says, "You might look familiar, but I mean, because I just wanted just to tell you that, and you're going to have a beautiful day today, and be positive, and blah, blah, blah." And it was just what I needed at the very time. And isn't that just like him? And you know what? And it really meant a lot to me. I just wanted to and I gave him a hug. He's an older man. I gave him a hug, and I said, "Thank you." He said, "You're so welcome." He said, "Just, be, good cheer, and blah, blah, blah." And I was like, I almost was in tears, just crying, because I had just got spanked by the Lord. But at the same time, he was telling me, "I love you. I love you." And y'all, I'm trying to walk out my salvation. And I am going through so much. And it's so hard. And a lot of things are happening. And it's like, as much as I try, but I just don't stop trying. And because I don't go out anymore, and I don't do anything anymore, we don't have any friends. I talked to my cousin Vicky, who's my prayer partner, and my best friend Mary. And, other than that, I did have some other, um, another friend, but it just seemed like that was just not, it was toxic. And so I had to let that person go and stuff. But and he's and they're in a place where they need to be too, and we'll all be in. God is just trying to take care of all of us, and all of us are in a place like that right now. And he's trying to cleanse me from some things, and I really try hard, y'all. I really try hard. And so I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you, to know that he met me right where I needed it, and it was so important and so special to me. Um, I wanted to tell you, I was thinking to myself, last night I was thinking, I wonder if these videos help anybody. I wonder if, and you know what, and I don't get all the views like everybody else, and I'm not really into all that. But then maybe, I was looking at the views the other day. I thought, man, I really listen. And I thought, I thought to God, it was like talking inside me to God. I said, Lord, I don't think that, maybe it's not they're not really helping anybody. And you know what? He confirmed within me, within me, it was like, listen, you don't know if it's that one person that needed it that one day that was so important that one person may turn around and minister to 1,000 people, or 10,000 people. So even though you're not the building, you could be the cornerstone. You know what I'm saying? To help that one person. And I don't have to be in the front line. I don't have to be in the front line. As long as I know that I'm doing something positive to help. And if that's my calling, then let it be. I want to share something with y'all. If I was told if there's anything in this world that you could have, you could ask for one thing, what would it be? And I would ask for two things. That's what it would be. The reason why is this. If I could have anything in the world, because I've wasted so much of my life. See, I used to serve the Lord and I went into the world and I came back. But when I came back, I didn't know him. I know him now. You see what I'm saying? And I would like to give back to what I took. And so my thing is, what I would want to be is, first of all, I would give my life for the Lord. I would love to be one of the 144,000 that it speaks of in the book of Revelations. I would. I would love. I would love to be one, and also to stand before Him and to say, "In you, I'm well pleased, my good and faithful servant." Those are the only two things that I want. Because I want Him to be pleased with me. And coming out of what I came out of, it's sometimes of a struggle. And I know a lot of us want to say, God delivered me and I'm 100% pure. But you know what? I did have a couple of hiccups there. But I'm trying so hard. And it's so hard when you're alone. I would like to have a friend, like sometimes I think my daughter says, Mom, why don't you date? How am I going to date? I don't go nowhere, Mama. I don't go nowhere. For one thing, I can't afford to go out. And where am I going to go? Where am I going to go? I came out of the church. When I found out that we're supposed to keep the Sabbath day holy, and it was not nailed to the cross, I don't go to Sunday church. I'm trying to look for Saturday church, though, and it doesn't even have to be that. You could have fellowship, and I do a lot of learning, and I learned a lot from Larry Wilson. In fact, when I started studying Larry Wilson, I started having a lot of visions and dreams. I got really close to him, and then for a while there, I got away from him, but now I'm coming back again. And maybe it's because I felt like I was in the desert, but I think he set me apart for some things. And walking out your salvation is hard. Because you separate yourself from a lot of things, and I worry about a lot of things. Sometimes I do things and I'm like, oh, why did I do that? But anyway, that was just so beautiful today. What happened? It was so important to me, so important to me. And as far as anything else going on, there's a lot of things going on. I'm going through a lot. I found myself crying the last 2 days. Especially when I went to Mary's yesterday, I told her I'm tired, and and I don't know how I make it. I don't know how I make it. I don't know how I do it. Y'all, don't give up. Don't give up when you think that it's not gonna go good. It's something happens and He's with you, So just continue to pray. It's a beautiful day outside, y'all. I wanted to show you something. Okay, look at this. These are my flowers. I love my flowers. I want to show you how beautiful they are. Watch this. Hold on. Look how pretty it is outside. Okay, there's my truck. Okay, look at how my flowers. Oh, they're starting to go down. Aren't they beautiful? Anyway, so I just love flowers. Are beautiful. I love the colors. I love beauty, and stuff. So, anyways, I just wanted to share that with y'all. It may not even mean nothing to y'all, but it is. And so, y'all be blessed and know that God is with you. That He loves you. He never leaves us. He never forsakes us. He's the lover of your soul and the lifter of your head. And just continue to pray and pray for me. Pray for me. Listen, I want to start my maid service up again. So pray that God would give me just a couple of offices to clean. That would really help me a lot. And so I could pay my friend back. I'll still clean for her, but I need to be able to be self-sufficient. And because I was dependent on some things, and I don't need to do that. Be blessed and listen, y'all. I don't care what anybody says. I believe He's coming. I do, and I will always believe that. I hope that I'm one of the 144,000. I hope that I would love to stand before Him saying, "You are well pleased, my good and faithful servant." Thanks.